I've heard that tagline, the best day ever stuff, but if you want the best day ever, this is pretty much a way to guarantee it. And that's what they call it, the shard. I don't know, it's a lot. Let's put a shard and then always in your right pocket. You always got one of these babies.
Apple.
Because you want to chew that apple while you drink your green juice.
They're mating. You're mating. There's two of them. Oh no. It's grasshopper born.
Where are they at? I'm gonna...
What?
My goodness. I think it's better to chew the fruits and juice the grains. The animal RawBrah.
And where are we going right now?
Oh, some South Boulder. Where are we going? What's it called? Dowdy Trail Draw.
We're going for a hike. That's all that matters.
When the aim's always locked on.
She was just listening to the water and she's like, I feel like the sound of water dissolves cortisol. It's highly agreeable, and I would almost say that's profound.
Tip of the day. Take your shoes off and get your feet in that dirt. And get grounded.
A little dirt don't hurt. It actually helps. I was just thinking about something along this hike. The idea that like if you could put your world like you're like in a Pixar movie, just like all these things that are so exciting and go around. You're like, there's a sunflower, there's a bee going this way, there's a bird going that way, there's like a little snake peeking his head out there, and then on top of that, you can like look at all these weeds, like weed, barley, different plants like moss. Especially when you have that vulnerable feeling in Mother Nature, everything is just like. So I was just thinking, imagine if you learned all about the different grasses, or look at the mountains, like learned about all the different mountains, or learned about the different brooks and the streams, and like where is that water coming from, what created the water, where is it going, and then you're like, oh, and then you notice how like a lot of the valley here is, the river cuts through it. So are you telling me that river made these mountains, or is this just like a little branch of the main river, and these are just like little foothills, and that's why the stream is smaller, and the big mountains are probably a big river? And then you can think about all these different things, like, wait, where did this plant come from, where did that plant come from? And all of a sudden you are lost in the moment of the beautiful world that we live in. And I just would encourage you to learn, to keep learning and keep loving, because the more that you learn, the more you can love like your surroundings. Like think of me, when I go traveling, I'm like all about the surf destinations. Imagine if I had that same passion for the surf destinations as I did for the mountains, or for the streams, or for even the bugs, or the insects, or the animals, or even the grasses, or even the fungus. So the more, Diane didn't like that one, the more you can learn, the more you can love. And that just might be, I remember that book, I'll try to cut myself out quickly here, but Dr. Moody at Life After Life, and the book was about people that had all these near-death experiences and the research and what happened independent of each other, and a lot of them found like the main message, if they went to a past farther into death, the main point was to come back and to learn and to love. And maybe that's God's message to us. Learn to love, love to learn. You always pee downstream. Come on, people. People. It's like, come on, pee hole, or come on, people, or people. What?
Think about how many different colors of green there are. I'm amazed. Like every single thing has a different color of green. That's pretty darn amazing. And is there two identical, what do you call it, strands of grass or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Like, there is no identical raindrops or snowflakes. Or humans for that matter. Is that really possible? Like how is that possible? You're not gonna run out of like DNA and facial structures and stuff like that. How can you keep whoever keep creating humans? Like they're not identical. I don't get it.
And look who we just ran into at the trail. Literally, she was like ran right into us. And we were pondering, we had a lot of ponderings along the trail, and maybe she'll know.
Yeah.
Do raindrops kill ants?
Oh wow. I don't think so. I remember dropping rain on ants when I was a kid and they didn't die.
Ah!
But
Like out of a water bottle.
But your rain's only come. No, but your rain's only
It's
coming
not
from
as
this
powerful.
far.
Well,
Yeah, look at that.
Whoa!
Look at that.
That is strong.
yeah.
But look at the thing. Rain comes from I guess it does hit a certain top velocity.
We definitely need to Google that.
Yeah, Yeah, we had all kinds of
Long
ponderings.
Rasta culture.
Yeah, and then the Rastas are probably new. Here, you want
research that.
to hear some other ponderings we had?
Yeah, totally.
Are you ready for this, the vloggers?
Back then I was young.
That's awesome. Wow, the water's sticking together. Be careful. You see it sticking together? At one point, Diana, I mean, you might have been here for this one, but it feels like my body is having 20 orgasms every time I take a step. Barefoot walking, when she started barefoot walking, that's amazing.
Oh, that's so true.
And that is, once again, Diana's really absorbing her sensory experience, and it can become like that. Can you imagine just orgasming through your whole life? It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger in that film, Pumping Iron. Like, I'm coming, and when I wake up, I'm coming in the evening, I'm coming all the time. In the locker room, it's like you have no idea how good it feels to be coming all the time. Something like that. It's a great movie.
It's like Tantra.
Oh yeah, that
like,
does. Yeah.
Throughout life, like the yoga energy basically cultivated all the time.
I give a video testimony from Diana because she was at that point in life where a lot of people were doing something really exciting and she was watching from the sidelines. And she was like, no, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. No, I'm good, I'm good. And finally, I was able to say the right words to convince herself where she was ready to go. And now here she is. Diana, how was it?
It was awesome.
Was it worth
But
it?
yeah, I just, you know, being a girl, getting your old clothes off and all that, it takes time. Sometimes I'm lazy, but it was all worth it. Thank you. Nice and refreshing.
Yeah, you had to take some risk to get in there, including that thing that's in her hand. She wasn't too comfortable. Because, you know, we don't like to break the law too much, her being from
Denmark.
Denmark. Not Denver. Not Denver, but Denmark.
Mexico.
And Mexico. And wherever. Oh, there's Fiji
Wherever
Islands
you
there.
want.
There's Mexico and Fiji. Fiji, Mexico.
I'm not just putting my clothes.
Yeah, there's all kinds of risks to be taken all the time. Where the reward will be well worth it.
Absolutely.
And then, do you keep trying to get out of the film? Out of the shot?
Oh, no, I just don't know.
I didn't know what was going on. I'm trying to like reel myself in and she keeps like dodging. I was also thinking, oh yeah, this is what she said. And wow, full loop, synchronicity, right back.
Back at the waterfall.
This is where it started. It all started. She said that
Sweatier.
I feel like the sound of water dissolves cortisol. That's what she said. That's awesome.
I'm not saying that's true. That's just.
It is true. I think it's true.
I think it's right. And
I
then,
think it's very true.
and this was Diana. Can a raindrop actually kill an ant? I'm serious. Maybe fire ants are more likely to survive. And she said because they're bigger, but I was saying no, it's because they have fire.
So where are we now?
We're in City Park.
City Park. This is Emily, and she has. What you want to tell us about what you were saying with the RawBrahs were earlier? I thought you put in pretty good words.
What did I say?
You were talking about how
Oh.
we're not necessarily giving people a cookie cutter plan.
Yeah. I was saying that I think what you guys do is you say it's basically like from raw to real. Like, you guys, people basically have to embrace radical honesty, and to embrace radical honesty, you have to accept yourself. So after you accept yourself, then you can be honest with people, and then you kind of end up on this other side of your life, and you end up in a life that's more authentic to who you are.
So we're not, in a way, what I hear is we're not acting like as your guru, but we're trying to act in a way to inspire you to find out that you are your own guru.
And then it kind of ricochets out from there, and then you're able to be with people and be honest
Exactly.
with each other, and then it builds
And then
in your
everyone
friendships.
becomes a guru.
So a lot of my friendships have really deepened.
Kumar. Kumar.
Basically, to teach you what you already know, right?
Yeah, like what you
Oh,
we're like a
Diana,
culture
that's
we need to
not
forget.
classical.
Exactly, what we knew as children.
Wow.
It's like the cloud in the Golden Gate Bridge analogy.
It really
thing,
cuts
right?
to the core.
Alright. I don't need to spend 20 minutes trying to explain something. Just 3 words, you know, simple thinking. It's not always a bad thing.
And then Diana said, I am not my pain. And then she said, think it's the same with grass as with raindrops, faces, and snowflakes. As everyone is identical. Wow.
They're not identical.
Yeah, and then
No one.
Yeah.
That's like snowflake 101.
And then I was kissing Diana at one point, and she's like, "Are you looking at nature while kissing me?" In like an accusatory voice. And then she says, "Stop it! You close your eyes or you look at me." And then I said the ultimate comedian is one who can't even hurt his own feelings. Once I can find a way I can't hurt my own feelings, then I'm probably doing pretty good.
Did you guys want to get into the water a little bit? I was just gonna.
Oh, and we just did another stop at Whole Foods. What a surprise! I just thought you should know because that's like our main place to hang out. I don't get it. Is this an American thing?
And I was like, wait, what did we do for the last 8 hours? And I was like, well, we hung around the apartment, we went to Whole Foods, then we went to Whole Foods, then we went on a hike, and then we went to Whole Foods.
Yeah, well, and it was 2 45-minute drives, so that's part of it. But yeah, 3 times the Whole Foods in a day in like an 8-hour period.
I think we should turn back around and go to Whole Foods.
We'll probably make another stop before the end of the day. But for now, we're gonna enjoy this awesome park with all these. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Hopefully they'll accept us and let us play volleyball with them.
I don't know if I can play volleyball.
There's a lot of dogs.
Are you sore?
I see a few dog vlogs coming up. Stay tuned.
You will be there. I wish I could be the shoulder to catch all of your tears. Wish I could be the one to wake up by your side, waking by the.
Dogs are really just so happy no matter what. Humans can really learn something from that.
I'm just making sure that Diana doesn't put too much of my gray hairs or calves in the next vlog. Nah. It's cool of life. And,
Alright, good night, people. Say good night.
That's awesome.
Of the day to tell you how I feel. Of the day, you know I love you. So I live my
Wires sticking together. Be careful. See it sticking together?
I'm sick of just driving by.